Grandma's house. It's always crazy, but fun. So we're bringing chicken and gnocchi over to Grandma's house today. We're going to show you how we made it. I'm Kevin Knight, and this is Knights of the Kitchen Table. This is my great-grandmother, Mary Labozo. She was an Italian who came over to the States on a boat when she was 9 years old. This is Grandpa Knight and Uncle Ronnie, sons of Mary. So naturally, Italian food cuisine is in my blood. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. Props to Kristen from Pickerington for this little bling here. We're getting a little more professional here, aren't we? Yeah. Alright, so today is chicken and gnocchi. So this is one of my favorite soups, definitely Italian based. It's in my blood, we gotta do it. So we start out with a trinity. I call it the trinity of soup. It's the three vegetables for like all the best soups in the world. You gotta have carrots, you gotta have celery, you gotta have onions. So we're gonna start cutting this up for you right here, okay? So in this particular recipe for chicken and gnocchi, because we're going to make this for a massive family, like 15 to 18 servings. We're going to start with 3 small onions. We're going to dice those up. They're really fine, so that my dad doesn't find it because he's not an onion fan. I can get him to eat onions if he doesn't know they're in there. Alright, on to the celery. We're going to use about 9 stalks of this. 9 stalks, just gives a nice little dicing. Up to you how big you want them. I just like my soup to be, you know, not so chunky. Definitely more of a creamy, smooth soup. Alright, and last but not least, we have the carrots. You can buy whole carrots, shred them yourself, probably a little bit cheaper. I'm going to cheat today just for you guys. I'm going to take these shredded carrots, but I'm going to shred them down just a little bit more. Alright, now we got our medley vegetables cut up here. It's time to start sauteing. Olive oil. Anytime you do any kind of Italian cooking, I will shame you unless you use olive oil. That's what it's for, man. Also some garlic. Alright, let's go ahead and put about 4 or 5 tablespoons of olive oil. You just want to cover the bottom. Let's get that heat going. So here we go, we got our olive oil heated up. We're going to go ahead and saute all those vegetables we just put together. We're going to add in about 9 tablespoons of garlic. That sounds crazy, actually, sorry, teaspoons. 9 teaspoons of garlic. Sounds like a lot, but man, this is a staple for all the way Italian cooking right here. So that's going to be about 9 squirts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's probably 10. Off to the races. For poops and giggles, we're gonna add just a little bit more. You can never have too much of this. Alright, now while your vegetables are sauteing, getting up to temp, you can go ahead and start cutting up some chicken. You can use whatever chicken you want, any kind of chicken breast. I personally like to marinate grilled chicken so it's nice and flavorful and then dice it up and put it in. But you can use frozen, you can just stick some chicken in the oven, whatever you want to do, just make sure you got about 3 pounds. So, got a nice saute on these vegetables here. Now we're going to add some chicken stock. Now we need about 10.5 cups of chicken stock. You can use cubes, you can use whatever you want. These are just easy. Like I'm mixing drinks. Alright, little trick of the trade. If ever you use chicken stock that's already made, in a container, in my opinion, it's never strong enough. The chicken content never is. So, the chicken content never is. So, bouillon cubes. Find these at the store. I always add, for every 2 cups, an extra cube. And I tell you what, it just really adds to that. It just really enhances that chicken flavor, man. So we used about 10.5 cups. We're gonna use about 5. All right, chicken time, man. Here we are, ready to go, right in the pot. All right, and just bring your soup. Just bring this soup to a hardwood boil. A hardwood boil. All right, just bring this soup to a boil. We'll go to the next step. All right, guys. So we're still waiting on this to come up to a boil. But we're gonna go ahead and add just a couple spices, a couple Italian ones. Gotta start out with some Mediterranean sea salt, or just iodized if that's all you got. You can just use regular black pepper. I'm pretty fancy. I like the whole medley of all colors, the peppercorn medley. Alright guys, now this right here, this is the secret ingredient for chicken gnocchi, man. Thyme. Now you can use ground, you can use leaves. I prefer leaves. I think they have more of a fragrant to go with their flavor. It just depends on the liking that you do, but since I'm doing like a triple order for the family, I'll probably end up using about 2 tablespoons or so. Alright, man, so we're all spiced up, we got all the vegetables cut in there, we got the chicken heating up. Now we just wait till it comes to a boil, we'll add the gnocchi. Alright guys, so we got our rolling boil going. It's time to add the gnocchi. For anybody that doesn't know, gnocchi is a type of Italian noodle. It's kind of interesting. It's like a little ball with mashed potatoes inside, like a little dough ball of mashed potatoes. Very neat, very unique and specific to the Italian industry. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and pop these in, and we're going to let them, just like any other noodle, we're going to let all that flavor just enhance right into that dough. Alright, now let it go for at least 8 to 10 minutes. I always do a little bit longer just because, the longer you have it in there, the more flavor gets stuffed inside that noodle. Just, like I said, make sure it goes long enough to where it gets all the way through, or else it's going to be a little, dry and doughy on the inside. But 8 to 10 minutes, we'll check it. Now we've let this gnocchi soak in here for about 15 minutes, so it should be pretty close to go here. Now we are going to add our half and half. You're going to need about 6 cups. I might do a little bit more just because it's just going to go bad in the fridge if I don't use it too much else. There's where all the color comes out. Yeah. Alright, now we're going to let this come back up to a nice rolling boil. It'll probably take another 5-10 minutes, but we're going to bring this up to a rolling boil and then we'll add the spinach. Alright, now you're going to need about 2 bags of about 10 ounces of spinach, about 18 to 20 ounces altogether. So we're going to take this spinach here, we're going to dice it up real nice and small. Never a big spinach fan growing up, even though Popeye loved it. But I tell you, it's became a big part of my diet when I grew up. Good stuff. Alright, so we got our spinach in. It's just wilting down here. Like I said, we're going to bring this up to just a nice good simmer. Let it simmer for another few minutes. Make sure that boil comes back. And then last but not least, we're going to add some cornstarch to kind of help thicken up this cream soup here. Guys, so our gnocchi's almost done. We're just going to thicken it up a little bit so you get that nice creamy, soupy thing here. So we're going to do some cornstarch. Now for this much, you got to be careful with this stuff, it's pretty crazy, but we're going to use 3 tablespoons. We're just going to get a 1/4 cup here of water. 3 tablespoons in there. Make sure it's cold water. Good mix. Alright guys, now after we mix that cornstarch in this cold water here, you want to gently, very slowly add it into your mixture here. Give it a good stir for a few minutes and you'll notice when it starts getting thicker. And we're ready to go. Alright, let's check out this finished product. Alright man, so as a cook, I guess I gotta make sure this is good before I feed everybody else. Oh man, dude. It's all about the time, man. It's all about the time in Italian cooking. It makes everything so unique. But the way that it ties in, with the other salt and pepper and the vegetables, and I mean, it just all confines into this dynamite flavor. Alright guys, let me alone. I want to eat this. Oh, it's still hot. Thanks for joining me today, guys. See me next time on Nights of the Kitchen Table.